And I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard niggas struggling to take dick. I heard niggas being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this shit.
So there's been this massive media frenzy about the leaked audio between Diddy and Meek Mill. The leaked audio has caused a stir that the public may be unable to get past or forget for a long time. The leaked audio captures some really compromising and explicit sounds between these two rappers in the music industry. But here's the kicker. The leaked audio could have serious legal consequences, and the person who would suffer the legal consequences the most is Diddy. The audio content didn't seem like the type anyone would think it's a regular thing. The audio indicates how someone is getting forced to participate in some weird-ass activity that is against their will, and in this case, that someone is allegedly Meek Mill. So, Diddy might be getting flagged for misuse of power and exploitation. The audio also raises concerns about consent. You may have to listen to the audio to get on board with the description and have a better grasp of the situation. As you can hear it, that really didn't sound like a consensual activity. It was more like Diddy had overpowered Meek Mill in a way no one understands. Interestingly, before the audio surfaced, Lil Rod had put the public on about the S relationship between Diddy and Meek Mill in his S allegation lawsuit against Diddy. Lil Rod mentioned how Meek Mill and Usher were part of Diddy's boy toys in the music industry. Meek Mill vehemently denied Lil Rod's claims as he rained several insults on him and even said the industry was trying to set him up because he wanted to release an album. On the other hand, Usher passed on the idea of defending himself on social media. So when social media users fired back at Meek Mill with several comments claiming he was lying about the whole thing, Usher was left out of the conversation. Shortly after the back and forth between Meek Mill and social media users, the leaked audio surfaced, and Meek Mill couldn't save face anymore. However, the public still threw several cuss words at him, but the public was also lenient enough to be on his side with the claim that Diddy must have coerced him into doing something like that. Another thing that made the public feel like Meek could have been a victim of Diddy's actions was a video that circulated after the audio leak. The footage showed Meek Mill in distress in the swimming pool while Diddy was saying some really inappropriate things to him. Diddy could be heard talking about some work nobody could figure out, but we can agree we know the work Diddy was praising Meek Mill for in the video after the leaked audio clip.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
So where did the audio leak come from, and what could anyone who leaked it could have wanted? Well, according to one of Diddy's former bodyguards, he claimed he was the one who recorded the audio and leaked it. He did that because Meek Mill was trying to act all innocent in the public eye, when he's, in fact, not in any way innocent. However, the former bodyguard's action could have brought the result he wanted initially. Still, the public is hung up on Diddy, forcing Meek Mill to participate in the activity due to how Meek Mill sounded in the audio recording and his facial expression during the circulated video footage. Diddy might be ready to add this to his list of legal troubles if things go sideways. People on the internet are saying if Meek Mill ever decides to press charges, Diddy could be in trouble for non-consensual sexual misconduct and even exploitation. But will Meek Mill be willing to do that? No one knows for now. The whole situation gets darker as Meek Mill faces more profound consequences than trading words on social media. Meek Mill is also a big name in the industry, and he's connected to several other brands as their ambassador. He could get dropped by these companies if the tea about his and Diddy's behind-the-scenes activity gets bigger than it currently is. Aside from Meek Mill getting dropped by brands, he's also an artist affiliated with some labels and sponsors. He could be losing all of that too. So it's dicey. Meek also has to play the game right to survive the storm. But with Diddy getting busted on different controversies every minute, Meek may want to accept that it's over. There are questions about whether Meek Mill will ever be able to return to his former glory, or if he will be stuck with Diddy's stain on his reputation and even go lower than he is at the moment, career and money-wise. The leaked audio proves how dark the industry is, and how Diddy's power play and influence come into play. The situation keeps getting worse as Diddy faces other conspiracies. In Lil Rod's lawsuit against Diddy, he also name-dropped Diddy's sons, Christian and Justin, alongside Young Miami, Diddy's former girlfriend. Lil Rod insisted that all these people were involved in Diddy's dirty dealings. On Usher's end, his name was added for being one of Diddy's boy toys. But that's not so shocking because Usher has always mentioned the ridiculous things he witnessed while he grew up at Diddy's crib.
Curious, I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty.
In fact, Usher wouldn't send any of his kids to Diddy's house, but he feels he is caught up in the web of Diddy's lifestyle already, so there's no escaping for him. Things got pretty complicated with the leaked audio because it's not only proving what we might already have a clue about with Diddy and Meek Mill's relationship, but it also shines a light on the messed up activities that go on behind the scenes in Hollywood. It further proves how some celebrities who have been ousted from the industry due to their testimonies of the ugly truths may have just been exposing the shady celebrities, and they couldn't let that happen. It strengthens the rumor that the power struggles in the industry are real and brutal. Just as people on social media mentioned, Diddy could have coerced Meek Mill into a compromising situation due to holding some things like his career over his head and making him feel like he could lose all he has ever worked for if he doesn't cooperate with him. Judging from the leaked audio, Meek Mill was the one who could be heard to be in an uncomfortable position, while Diddy seemed to be the one forcing his way through, which sparks concerns for consent. Another point that shouldn't be left out is how Cassie also revealed in her allegation lawsuit against Diddy about the ridiculous ways Diddy had treated her in the past. In Cassie's lawsuit, it was also revealed that Diddy had coerced her into doing several jaw-dropping stuff, even worse than what Meek Mill allegedly had to go through. Cassie was getting kicked around by Diddy as he always ordered her to have relationships with many male workers just to satisfy his desires. Relating all of these to Diddy's power and influence in the country after Cassie's lawsuit went public within a day, Diddy opted to settle out of court. To everyone's utmost surprise, Cassie agreed to Diddy's request. So here it gets tricky. Word on the street is that Diddy must have threatened Cassie like he allegedly did with Meek Mill. Yeah, that may be true because Cassie wouldn't just want to come at Diddy if she knew she'd eventually settle and not go to trial. It must have taken Cassie a lot of courage to go against Diddy, so when she appeared to have agreed to settle behind the scenes, everyone knew Diddy must have allegedly threatened Cassie with something or someone really important to her, and she couldn't look away from it. Talking about Diddy's threats, someone like Cassie wouldn't take it as a joke. Remember when Kid Cudi, Cassie's ex-boyfriend, got threatened by Diddy, and his car got blown up in a parking lot? Oh yeah, Cassie can't take Diddy's threats with levity. It's the same with Meek Mill. He may have witnessed Diddy calling the shots on some dangerous stuff and wasn't ready to mess with the wrong person. So he preferred to dance to Diddy's tunes and stay safe rather than act all tough and manly just to lose his life or career. There's also 50 Cent, who has consistently dropped the ball on Diddy and his weird attitude towards some stuff.
He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He said something fabulous and he goes, yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What are you talking about? Then when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like, when you see Jadakiss put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. Fluffy do some like, a little fluffy stuff
now
going
you guys
on. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out of no, dude, take me, that's what a guy says to a girl.
So now that we know Diddy may have been terrorizing the industry with his power and influence, we may start to understand the reason Diddy has been able to garner so many celebrities on his side. Will Meek Mill ever come out to spill the truth? Or do we have to look forward to how everything plays out? Well, that is a question that will be answered soon. So, do you think Meek Mill could have been coerced to participate in Diddy's activities? Or do you think Meek Mill could have been interested in the whole thing too? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on celebrity news updates.